do cannonballs. We're gonna dive through tubes, man. Shit's gonna get fucking wild.
It's not gonna be a party after I tell you about a little bean I spilled to my parents.
What?
What'd you say?
I think you know.
No,
You can tell just by how disappointed I am.
We made a fucking pact, Paul.
Told him about that hobo we killed?
No, worse.
Not the grog.
I told him about the grog.
Dude, this is gonna be the new
Are you fucking kidding me,
way
man?
to buy heroin and guns on the internet. Parents can't find out about this.
Well, I let it slip. I'm sorry. I was backed into a corner. They were accusing me of
Yeah, I knew this was coming. Those fucking.
And I had one card to play, so I told him about the grog, okay?
You explained how it was like a log on the ground?
They can't fucking know that. Now they can find it. Now they know where it is.
Now they know exactly where to look.
Shit, man.
Just don't tell Karen.
We cut to some parents with flashlights out in the woods.
I don't know. He said it was somewhere on the ground. Watch where you step.
He said it was a log, and apparently it's a new way to trade information.
Hey, is Tim with you guys?
No, he is not.
He's not.
And ask him if he took my flashlight.
Okay. I'll head back to your place.
Where is it?
There could be any, but there could be several glogs.
And I don't understand. This is how kids communicate with each other?
I suppose so. It seems to be going backwards rather than forwards.
What, did they put a note in the log in the ground or something?
No,
And then
that
they
could
roll
be how
it?
they do it.
I'm confused.
Oh, maybe this is it. No, this is just a branch on the ground.
Oh,
Not
check.
a full
Look
log.
closer.
What?
Oh, you're right. It hasn't reached log levels.
No, it's not.
Still
No,
just
it's
a
a
branch.
baby log.
What's that over there next to the bush? No, over there.
Wait, let me move 5 feet over. And I'm looking down. No, it's not a branch or a log.
What is it?
A twig.
We're going nowhere.
Wait a minute, over there in the moon. In the moon.
There it is.
That looks like a
I
log.
think the moon
That
bit.
looks like a log.
I think that's the
This
ground
is it.
log.
What do we do? How do we log in?
These
Get it?
kids.
Please,
Sorry.
not now.
It's
We're trying to
funny.
find out.
It was funny.
I'm
It
laughing.
was funny.
Okay, let's see. Turning it over. Maybe it's underneath the log.
Oh, how are you here? You guys are adults. Oh no.
All these teens
Jesus.
skitter away.
I was gonna buy an MP5.
What the hell? Come back here. What are you doing? What? How does it work?
Explain.
You'll never understand. You're too old.
Oh,
Ah.
I was afraid that was why we
Did he
couldn't
just fall off a
understand.
cliff?
So,
And scene.
Beautiful.
Revenant 2. Welcome to improv4humans with Matt Besser. That's me. We got 3 humans today, folks. Improvising off your suggestions, maybe. I got this show so produced today, I don't even know if we have time for your suggestions, but other sources will inspire stories, conversations, opinions, ultimately comedy gold. We have 2 new interns on the show I want to get to in a second. But first, 3 of the greatest improvisers in the world, Jon Gabrus, Nicole Parker, Paul Rust. Welcome to the show, guys. And this is a big day to be here.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
You feeling that?
I'm feeling the fucking pressure is on.
Holy shit. We got my ex-intern here. I guess you're training them, Kevin? Because he's on the payroll now.
Oh, he's the one person
wow.
being paid at
That's
this
good.
fucking
That's-
company.
Hey, Mitch.
Sorry.
Thanks. I usually wait till mid-show to get into that.
I had to ask if maybe I could take the copy of a shoe someone sent in that has my face on it. They were like, I think so. I was like, yeah, I think I can have one. It's my name and face.
What the fuck? What do you mean you think so? You can totally have it.
I know.
That's crazy. Can you believe that? We have 2 new interns here. Alan the intern and Dalton the intern. I don't know their last names yet. We'll find that out.
The intern.
We'll find out when they come. They both... We should give them a mic or something. Do we have an extra mic here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brett, give him yours.
Nicole's first time on the show.
yay! Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you.
What are you doing these days? What are you promoting these days?
Well, these days I do a show at the Rockwell. You been to the Rockwell Table and Stage?
Yes.
Love the
really
Rockwell.
I saw
yeah.
unauthorized Scream there.
That's right. I did that last year. You must not have seen me.
I saw it this year. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I only did it a couple times this year. Yeah, they'll take a movie and sort of take songs from like the era. So like right now they're doing Troop Beverly Hills. They're doing like songs from that time. But I have a show that I do called Suitcase Full of Lies, which was based on. It was inspired by Suzanne Summers' one-woman show on Broadway, which ran for 2 weeks. I saw Friday matinee. She wore a leotard and high heels the entire time. And it was all projected on a giant television screen behind her. And so I sort of have created this character who dresses similarly and sounds similar, but it's just sort of like it's a send-up of like a one-woman show full of nonsense.
That's
and
awesome.
That's
some
awesome.
improv and some
Yeah.
songs, and I'll be doing that in September again.
Yeah, I hear you can
Keep an eye
sing.
out.
My wife
I
said
can
you
sing.
were
Oh, yes.
you were in Wicked.
Yes, she. Yeah, God bless Daniel and Casey. Whenever I see them, they just want to talk about musical theater. I'm happy that it's becoming a little more popular these days.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I was Elphaba, the Green Witch in Wicked, on Broadway.
Well, I've never seen it, but I love the soundtrack. Tell me, can you give me a
She
piece
sings
of her
the,
song?
yeah,
give me a little taste.
I think I'll try defying gravity. It's that one. And at the end she goes, ah! Really crazy. For no reason. It was just like Idina Menzel was like, I'm not doing enough. So I think I'll just bump it up an extra octave and just have a war cry.
I saw Wicked on Broadway.
Did you?
Yes, I did. My mom and dad, my 2 younger brothers, all 5 of us went.
Did you like it?
I truly enjoyed it. Yeah.
It's like pretty good. It's the kind of show that even dads can enjoy. Like when when I would like be signing little girls' autographs, the dad behind would be like, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I DVR'd the baseball game, so this is
Yeah.
I saw Wicked just a stone's throw away from here at the Pantages. Not on Broadway. But,
No, but
yeah.
the
Don't let
Contagious is
people
a
know where we are.
The undisclosed location.
Someone can get to the Pantages, throw a stone, and figure out
in every direction.
Depends on the weight of the stone.
It's good there though. It's like
hey,
a rock
Cindy?
concert. There.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cindy, great.
Yes.
It was a great show tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Relatively, overall, the cast did great. I think. I know this is your second week doing the Mary Poppins role,
Right.
You're doing this weird thing at the end of Spoonful of
Oh,
Sugar.
okay.
You know
Great.
that
No,
thing
I
you're
love
adding?
feedback. Yeah, no. Can you tell me? I don't know.
Well, it's getting longer and longer every night, so it seems like you do know what it is.
Oh, you know what? When I'm out there, I'm just sort of, I don't know, I'm her. And so to be perfectly honest, sometimes I'm not quite sure. I sort of just follow where Ms. Poppins leads me. You know what I mean?
Right, but it's scaring a lot of the children. It sounds like it's at first I was like, oh, she just really wants to string out this high note, and then it sounds like an exorcism. And at first I thought the first night I said, oh, her voice just went out. But then the next night you did it again, and it got longer, and now you're saying Latin words and murder backwards.
Oh, my.
Which is red rum.
Yes. I to be honest, this is a little bit frightening. I was not quite aware. I thought that what I was doing was sort of transcending the whole message of the show. So
You're not aware. What part? You don't know the words you're saying, or you're not aware it's offensive?
Okay. All right. Fine.
Is this like speaking in tongues to you? Because it
I
more
haven't-
resembles that.
I just think that I think that we've missed what the real story is here. Okay. And yes, I disagree with how this has been directed. I think it's actually, we're not thinking about how horrifying it is that a woman flies into a house and completely changes these children's perspectives and
Helps them.
and uses dark magic. and honestly, I do think that
I
Mary Poppins
always
is a
assumed
dark
it was
and
white
evil
magic.
person.
Why do you think it's dark magic? That is
just-
not in the words of the script anywhere.
Well, then, you didn't read between the lines,
Well, if you want to keep the job, no more. And then we cut to the next night in the middle of Spoonful of Sugar.
That a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down and down. The medicine go down and down. The medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, down into the pits of hell. Somniamannis mea culpa somnomne, mea culpa somnel
We quickly cut to
darlaticulum.
some children out in the audience watching this.
Mommy?
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
Mother, may I make an observation where I make a twist on the title of the show?
Yes, you want to do one of your punny title reviews,
Yes.
Gary? Go ahead.
More like Scary Poppins.
One of your stronger ones.
Backstage after the show.
Great show, everybody. Yeah, thank you. Take care.
Actually,
What?
Cindy,
Oh, hi.
word on the street, they're twisting the title of the show, and they're calling it Scary Poppins now. That's the word on the street. And children, families are asking for refunds. What are you doing to us?
I'm sorry. I just really feel like we've been lying to those kids for so long and for so many generations. And I mean, you said you'd fire me, so mission accomplished. I wanted them to call it Scary Poppins. In fact, I couldn't think of a better pun play word
Let's go
play
back
than
to-
Scary Poppins.
Cindy?
Yes.
Yeah, hi. I took my gay son to your musical, and I thought it was going to be absolute bullshit. Because, World's Strongest Man repeats are on ESPN2 tonight.
I understand.
But that was pretty good.
Thank you. Were you upset, or was he upset by the fact that she actually is a succubi?
I don't know. Were you, Dalton?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I told you. Gay son.
Oh, well, I'm not sure that him being gay has anything to do with him not liking something.
Yeah, me neither, but I don't understand this shit, and I don't have time to read about it. I got, I'm a CrossFit level 1 certified coach, so pretty busy.
Well, see, there you go.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm Chris Mant from the Walt Disney Company.
Yes.
I'm in charge of the Department of Broadway Authorization.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that Chris Mant!
Hello, Mr. Man.
Hello. I am not pleased with what I'm seeing on this stage. This is not what I authorized through my department.
I'm so sorry, Chris Mant. I've always wanted to meet you.
Under these circumstances?
No, not under these circumstances. I took a chance, and I was trying to stand up for something I believed in, and I realized it might not have been the forum in which to do so.
You crossed a line. We don't want people speaking of black magic when they come to our shows.
I mean, well, what about the Black Cauldron? That's some sick shit. Why did you put that out to children back in the day?
Well, we're actually bringing the Black Cauldron to Broadway.
Oh my God, wait, you are?
I noticed you had a particular taste in the dark sorceries.
Yes.
Mant is thinking maybe you'd be good to shuffle over to Broadway. We think a musical based on the Black Cauldron will be a huge hit.
Oh, I agree. I could not agree more.
It's one of the most beloved Disney movies.
Yes, well,
And scene. Is there really one called the Black Cauldron?
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's
What's it
so
about?
disturbing.
It's sort of like one of their mid-'80s output things, and
Yeah,
I think it got rated PG because it was too intense.
Oh God! And all I
Yeah.
remember is he scoops up skeletons and puts them in,
Yeah.
and they come back. It's like he creates like a zombie army. I had like the
Who's he?
the villain.
That guy.
I really put it out of my mind. I had the you know those like the records where it was like you can turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this, And I had the one of the Black Cauldron. It was just nothing
It's
but
too scary?
So it was just sound effects. So it was sound effects of bones going into a cauldron and bubbling like zombies for children.
I had a friend who had one of those. Remember those animal cards that would come in like the green plastic sort of like carrying case, and like
Oh,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
open it up, and then there was individual cards for individual animals, and you could like see a cool picture of them on the front, and then flip on the back and read their like stats.
Yes.
Oh, no.
But my friend would never open his case because he knew that there were pictures of snakes inside. he was scared that he'd maybe come across one.
You never know which card you're going to pick.
I think Paul's problem is, and I've never had to say this to a parent, but because every student has their own individual problems. But you know those cards that they come in the box and they have the stats on the back?
Like Marvel cards?
Something like
Baseball cards? They're
that.
probably
Yeah, but
more.
they're for animals.
Oh, animal cards.
Right.
So some people collect baseball cards, and you're telling me Paul collects cards with animals on the front.
Well, a lot of the kids are doing it. And about a month ago, one of the kids had a snake card. I believe it was a king snake, maybe a coral snake. I don't know. But rumor was he put it in the middle of one of the books in the library. Just put it in one of the books, and now Paul won't
sorry.
read any books.
Sorry. My son put a...
No, your son didn't do it. Another kid did it.
And I'm here because my kid now won't open...
Refuses to read because he's afraid the snake card is in one of the
Look, Mr. Bishop, I appreciate you calling us in. You understand that we have lives, right? We're busy working parents.
Yes, I'm an ER physician.
All right. And normally...
I'm an ER nurse.
He was one of our best students in reading comprehension and literature, and one of our best spellers. And I really think he has a future in words and books. So I definitely wanted to speak to you that I wanted to get over this fear of a snake card being in one of the books. I really think you should talk to him.
All right, we'll talk to
We
him
need to
about
get to
this.
the bottom of this.
We'll figure this out.
Thank you, Mr. Bishop.
Thank you.
Honey? Oh,
What are you doing with all the lights off?
sweetheart.
What?
You're soaking wet.
Just leave me alone.
What's the matter? I barely understood what your teacher was telling me today. Something about a king snake card.
Shut up.
We can't even say the word now? Honey, we both have to
You
get
didn't
back
see
to work.
this
People
card,
are
Mom and
dying
Dad?
left and right.
You're aware of animal cards, right?
Well, we're still a little unclear on it, but supposedly there's cards with animal stats.
Yeah, with pictures of the animals and...
Now, is it sports statistics or is it stats
Yeah, like
about the animals?
RBIs. I don't
No,
understand.
Dad, it's not. It's about animals. My love. Not yours.
Well, then, sweetheart, if you love animals, why do you hate snakes? Okay.
Those aren't even animals as far as I'm concerned.
Well, as far
Right.
as science and the Lord are concerned, they're both they're animals. Okay.
Amen.
They're at the level of a monster or a creature.
Both.
Oh boy,
Other
we
words
really
for
have to
animals.
get him reading again.
We
have to
cut
get to the bottom of
to
this.
him with one of his friends during recess. Oh man, I got the latest Sports Illustrated bikini issue, man.
The swimsuit edition bikini?
Yeah, let me flip through
Edition?
it and show it to you.
Okay.
man.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to look at the thighs. The thighs are my favorite part.
Yeah. Flip.
What? Yep.
Flip,
Yep.
flip.
Those are girls.
And as he turns the page to that really sweet spread in the middle,
Look at that sexy.
there's a coral snake card. Oh, here's where I put my coral snake card.
You asshole!
What?
Were you the one who put it in the original book that I saw? That was you.
No, that was a king snake. I would never do that randomly. This is my own book. I'm responsible.
You're an ass.
What?
I'm quitting school.
Call me an asshole. He throws the card at his face.
For me, it's as good as alive.
He struggles with the card. The wind blows it back into his face.
Now the card is slowly inching down the front of my shirt. It's as if the snake is inside my shirt.
Honey, the patient in the next room is our son.
What?
Yes, they're saying that he came in and he was screaming, and I don't even know. I couldn't get a full report on what his injuries are.
Boing, 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 beep, beep, boop, boop.
Hello, are you the parents?
Yes.
We're the parents and the doctors.
I'm a
the
nurse.
nurse. The nurse.
We get it. We get it. I know I'm the man and I'm a nurse. She's the woman. She's a doctor.
We-
Don't even say
Let's
it.
not get into it right now, Alan. Yes.
Sorry, Deborah.
We've looked
Dr.
all
Deborah to
over.
you.
We've looked all over. We cannot find any snake bites.
Well, what happened? Could someone please explain to me what happened? I heard that he was just innocently on the playground looking at porn.
I left a patient in the middle of Code Blue to come talk to you, doctor.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
I was not there. You must speak to him yourself.
Who are you? And where are you from?
I mean, I noticed you're wearing a
I am-
lion skin as a cape, but I couldn't imagine.
I am the snake bite expert in the hospital. You doctors give me no respect. But
yeah,
when
well,
it
wait.
comes to snake bites, you give me a call.
We live in suburban Delaware.
We didn't think there needed to be funding for that, but fine. All right, we'll get to the bottom of this. Sweetheart, just so you know, you're fine. There's no broken skin. You're totally healthy.
Paper cuts.
Okay.
paper
That is
cuts for the
arguably
card.
a real thing, at least. So if you got paper cut by a card,
I did it,
you didn't.
but I
Could have.
Could have.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
See, I wish you would have just played baseball instead of fucking loving animals. This would never have happened. This doesn't happen to baseball players. They're not afraid of snakes.
I think
Sorry, I can't be Don Mattingly, Dad.
Don't you use his name in vain.
We cut to a month later. Paul's somehow gotten his hands on a real snake, and he has like a rattlesnake in his bed with him. And he's mumbling to it about how he hates cars.
You're not a card, are you? Just as long as you're not a card, it's okay. Ah, yes. Grow tighter around my arms. That's all right, as long as you're not in card form. Yes. You'll listen to me. You're my friend. Hey,
Hey, man, your parents said I could go. Hey, man, holy shit, what the hell?
he is my friend. He is my true friend.
Is
and
that a
only
fucking
friend.
rattlesnake?
Yes.
What the fuck, man? Those things can bite.
Oh, now it scares you.
What do you mean? I've never seen this snake before.
You're happy to have photos of it inside the pages of a whack bag.
It's a Sports Illustrated bikini issue, dude.
Here, touch it. Hold it.
No, I don't
It's
want
okay.
to. Oh, shit! Oh, it fucking bit me,
What's all this
man!
screaming in here? I'm trying to watch the Yes Network in the other room.
Oh, your crazy son has a rattlesnake. It bit me.
What? You have a snake? I thought you were deathly afraid of snakes.
how did you get a real snake?
I'm afraid of the cards. I found it in a zoo.
You don't find things in a zoo. You steal from a zoo.
Oh, I bet it'd be better if I was holding Roger Clemens, huh, Dad?
Oh, don't make this about that.
Now, are you scared of baseball cards as well?
Oh, no.
What is happening? Get this rattlesnake out of my house.
And we're going to
2 months later.
Hello?
Hi, I'm from the FBI. We're going door to door in this neighborhood. I know this is going to sound strange, but someone's kidnapped Roger Clemens, the baseball player. Do you know who
Fuck.
that is?
Yeah, do I know who Roger Clemens is? He pitched for 4 seasons with the Yanks. Of course I know who Roger Clemens is. Jesus Christ, and I
that's
know
how
who
you remember?
fucking kidnapped. Yeah, that's how I remember him.
What
I'm
happened?
from the tri-state area.
What's this about? What's happening?
Dr. Deborah, you're not going to believe this. Do I have to call you that at home, too? This is so emasculating.
I think it's made our relationship better.
You're right. Sex has been fantastic.
Excuse me. Can I
Oh,
get?
sorry.
Do you have any information about this?
I think I know what you're looking for. Let me bring you into my little son's bedroom over here.
Little.
I don't know why he said it that way.
He's little compared to me.
That's for
Most
sure.
sons are.
Thank you, Dr. Deborah.
You're welcome, Nurse Allen.
Hey, hey. It's been a wild 2 months for us here. A lot happens.
Lots of new changes.
Lots of changes.
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
Yes.
This man wants to ask you a question. Maybe you know the answer to.
Yes, I'm scared of animal cards.
Holy shit, Alan. Alan, did you look up Black Cauldron while we were talking about it?
I did.
What'd you find out? Anything interesting?
It's a 1985 movie.
That's why I didn't know about it.
You weren't born yet.
There's a period where the references escape me, and that's around it.
Because you were having fun and living life.
It was. That's the truth of
Yeah.
the matter. Anything that happened around graduation of high school to college, I'm just not aware of.
You didn't graduate high school in '85, though, did
I
you?
certainly did.
Really?
Let's let that sink in, man.
Because I was 3 in
I
1985.
know, man, and I was dancing in New Wave.
And I had
Does that bum you guys out that you missed New Wave completely?
Yeah.
Paul would have loved
if
New
there's
Wave.
if there's only some way to listen to it. It's a bummer that
Man, you don't know what it's like, man. Oh, yeah, I can listen to Woodstock. I was there, man.
I'm comparing New
I
Wave
was
to
in the
Woodstock.
middle
a
of
little
Boingo
bit.
Boingo. I was in the middle of Devo.
That is the type of music I still am into. I like that shit.
Ellen, where are you from? You just moved here, right?
I did. I moved here 3 weeks ago.
Hey,
Holy
welcome.
shit, you don't
Welcome.
have any idea even where you are right now.
No,
do
I'm
you?
living in the Oakwoods though, like from Love. Right?
Hey.
You moved there just because you like love?
That's a temporary
We
house.
thought those people would be
Jesus.
there,
You think they're sitting around doing makeup
making up
of
their songs.
songs all night?
It's a nice place, right?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Paul, did you ever really live there?
Yeah, I lived there for 2 months.
Did you?
Uh huh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow, what a nightmare.
It was
For research or like you when you moved here?
no.
If I'm gonna write this show.
Yeah.
You're that guy who's like, no, I'm not. I'm here for research. That's fine.
And a lot of Emerson kids get put up there. Well, now not anymore because I think they have their own like little headquarters here in LA. But I think that was the spot where if you came out here to study abroad for a month. Not that I'm from Emerson. What a weird.
I was wondering
What a weird
why you mentioned
Plugging
it.
Emerson. I was trying to talk about Alan.
Yeah, let's
Jesus.
get back to
Alan,
that.
do you go to Emerson?
No, I graduated. I went to Quinnipiac in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
East Coast.
Nice.
What? a
Famous for their
hard
polls.
Name to spell.
Right.
Dalton, can you spell Quinnipiac?
Without-
You guys are going to have to sit close to each other. You're not in competition, by the way.
No, I can't spell that.
He didn't even try.
He even cleared his throat to say he couldn't do it.
Well, I know.
Nope.
Nope.
Thank you.
He just
Absolutely
passed
not.
the honesty test. Now, Dalton, did you just move here too?
Sort of. I grew up out here, and I went to college on the East Coast, and I came back, and
Did you go to Emerson?
no, I went to
it-
Dickinson College.
Oh, wouldn't it be crazy if he went to Quinnipiac and he
Quinnipiac.
still couldn't spell it?
Yeah.
Not a very good school. Maybe.
So, are you guys? This is my one thing with interns that I have to suss out because I remember that the first time we looked for interns, there were people in here that they didn't even know what my show was. Remember that?
That was on VPN too.
Was that on VPN
yeah,
as
we
well?
filmed that, I think.
Oh, awesome!
Oh,
Check
that's
it out. I remember one like she had no clue what the fuck I was talking about. Like I was saying,
No idea.
Wait, these are improv for humans interns, not Earwolf interns?
these are improv for humans interns first day.
Wow.
Wow.
So, are you guys? Do you listen to the show, or are you just Earwolf fans?
Both, yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah,
Good answer.
long-time listener.
Safe.
Well, the best answer would have been, I only like improv
Yeah,
for
yeah,
humans.
yeah.
The rest of the
Yeah.
shows
I
are
like-
shit.
I like Wolf's Den and improv for humans.
Well, I actually only knew about Improper Humans first, but
Oh yeah!
Good
it
answer.
opened up the world.
Oh my God, it's like acid.
I have a question I'd like to ask some recent college
Yes.
grads. Are college kids listening to podcasts? Did you or is it just like the comedy nerd, like the same people that have like when I went to school who had Flying Circus on DVD? Like,
I think it's a mix. Podcasts are becoming more mainstream because of the first podcast, Serial.
yeah.
So, so yeah, I think it's a mix, but definitely comedy nerds more than others.
That was a comedy bang bang joke, by the way.
What's that?
The first podcast serial. He's making he's using the wrong inside jokes.
Motherfucker!
Does prove he listens
Brett,
to
is he
podcasts.
using another
He's using
podcast inside joke on my show?
I hate to call you out, man.
Thanks, Brett. Thank you, Brett.
First day. Ooh.
I want the robot to come in at that moment when he drops that reference and say, "This is not our show's reference."
Yeah, exactly.
It's
not
not our
options.
show's
We want to do it so bad. I'm obsessed with her. I love her.
She's fucking hot.
I know she is.
The robot?
In my head,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
In my
Oh, yeah.
head, she's ex machina.
And
yes, totally.
And I asked for an upgrade from the first robot T-shirt to the second one that's walking me as I take a poop. I don't know if you've seen the second one.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably thinking of the VPN one, though.
Oh, I'm not thinking of what she looks like at all. I'm just thinking based on her voice and the
Oh,
fact
really?
that
Yeah.
a robot.
Imagine it.
Yeah. She's
I
got an
imagine
accent.
it's the woman on the cover of Aerosmith's Just Push Play.
Can I see that? I don't know
I don't
that.
know that one either.
Alan, hottest robot of all time. You can't say Ex Machina. Who is it? Or just coolest. Forget hottest.
I guess in Mars Attacks, is there a robot in that one?
That's not good.
So there's just
I had a-
there's just I guess maybe some hot people in the
There's
background.
Godfather! I like that movie. So
Mars
what?
Attacks. That's a movie about aliens, right? There's got to be a robot in it.
I'm pretty sure there's a robot or like an alien that acts like a robot.
Oh yeah, that's what I pictured.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
She is
Just
sexy.
push play.
Why does she care if her dress gets blown up, though?
That's true.
She's doing the Marilyn Monroe, right? Oh my gosh.
My titanium beaver is showing. I'm a grown man.
And the one flaw with our robot is she thinks she's Marilyn Monroe. We had a nostalgia program go awry over the weekend, but and it's I think we can figure it out. But otherwise, we can
Otherwise,
give it a run.
she's completely ready for combat.
She's
Otherwise,
completely ready for combat. So let's bring out the drones. And she will be attacked by 5 different drones. And you'll see her defense mechanisms are now top-notch.
Hello, ready to engage.
all right. Send in the drones. Activating war room sequence A1.
Ooh, the drones tickle my nose.
So far, so good.
Happy birthday to you.
She's taking light machine gun fire directly to the face, unfazed.
I'm sorry. Let me just make a few adjustments here. Okay, I'm sure she'll be fine now. Okay, let's send in the drones again.
Activate war room sequence 2A. Initiating now.
Okay, this should be easy.
Oh.
Okay, it seems to be enjoying the missiles. We cut to later with the general in front of the scientist. You guys made me look like idiots up there. What is going on?
There was some sort of glitch. I think we were working on a separate Marilyn Monroe robot, and I think some.
Why are you working on a separate Marilyn Monroe robot?
We get a handful of Pentagon assignments up here, and we have to make a combat-ready infantry robot, and we also have to make a Marilyn Monroe bot. We're not allowed to say for why.
Marilyn Monroe robot.
I feel you guys made the Marilyn Monroe robot just because of the play on the name.
If, full disclosure, I didn't realize the play on the name until I said it out loud, all right?
That's your excuse now. I
Look,
just don't understand why it's relevant to any Pentagon missions.
It was a request from the White House.
You're saying too much, Dr. Russ.
Look, my back's up against the wall, all right? There was a request from the White House. Apparently, the real, original Marilyn Monroe would frequent the White House. We're working on a Kennedy bot, and we're going to kind of have them do weird sex stuff. The two
Who's
robots.
we?
Me and Dr. Gabrus.
Dr. Rust and I. It's a request directly from...
When I say the
top.
White House, I mean the White House that the two of us live together in.
Insane. Holy shit. Okay, guys. As interns, do you like what Kevin does when he goes out and does the interviews? Are you more stay at home like Thomas? I guess Thomas did some interviews too. Are you guys willing to do that, man on the streets?
I mean, I think that's fun. I think that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever done anything like that? Not really.
Have you guys ever gotten a job and then gotten a job interview on your first day live on air?
This is an audition, John. Don't kid yourself. I could think these guys are crazy.
You could.
I mean, I haven't really done anything exactly like that, but like the whole kind of asking strangers random stuff about their lives and just getting feeds of reality from where you wouldn't expect it. That's
Now, where do you think you guys could go? I want to send you out together. It's usually better as a team. So where do you know to go, since you're both rather new here? Or you're not. You're from L.A. Where do you think you should go, Dalton? You're the L.A. expert. You know everything about L.A.
Oh, geez. I don't know. I mean, you get some pretty crazy characters no matter where you go in this city. But, like...
Why did Kevin always end up with homeless people when he was in
I was just going to say something about that, because they're everywhere.
Well, that's sad. Dalton,
Wow.
But they're the most fun kinds of
did you hear
homeless
that,
people.
John? It was a microaggression. You missed
He
it.
said he hates homeless people.
In a way,
Broad
he did.
generalization.
I didn't say it in a negative way.
They
Are you
did a-
saying they?
The
It's a microaggression. Go ahead.
I
Lumping
lived
them all
off
together.
Hollywood Boulevard, so I'd go up and down the street. But to my defense, I
Are
never
you sure you want to say this? Because I feel like
Yeah.
you'll dig a hole deeper. But go ahead.
I never knowingly interviewed homeless people. It was always just people on the sidewalk that
We're sleeping. Thought they were just tired people with houses
They were
and
in line
jobs.
for. Oh my god.
Here's this guy again. He is picnicking here in front of our house every fucking day.
Unbelievable.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I own this home here, and you're picnicking outside my home every day. Can you picnic in the park, perhaps?
Yeah, that's a normal place to have a picnic.
Yeah, but you can't picnic after the sun goes down in the park, you know?
Well, this guy doesn't get
I
picnics.
don't think he does.
Most people picnic every once in a while, like on a Sunday, you
Sort of a
know?
special
Is today not
occasion.
Sunday?
No, sir. It's
Due to my
Tuesday.
career, I have a hard time keeping track of what day it is.
Oh, interesting. What is your career?
It's like a student of life / urban survivalist.
One of these.
Jesus Christ.
Are you into computer graphics?
Nope.
A designer.
Nope.
You don't do
Put
crawls?
logs
I
on
don't
the
do any of
ground.
that.
Have you heard about this? Ugh.
No. I like to be outdoors day and night. I like to find my own
Oh,
food.
real hippy dippy.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could say that.
Frankly, you sound like you're describing a homeless person.
Hey!
We would like you to
Hey.
stop picnicking in front of our home.
You could kiss my shit-covered ass if you think I'm a homeless person.
Oh.
That's right.
Well,
my ass
at least
is
we can-
covered in shit.
At least we can agree on our hatred of homeless people. I can identify with that with
yeah,
you.
I can't stand those.
I know. It's like get a job.
Yeah,
At
it's
least
like-
you have a job.
At least
living
I have a job.
life and appreciating the sun or whatever
Right.
you were describing.
The homeless people. If I have to step over those homeless people with my milk carton shoes one more time.
Oh, gosh, and they're everywhere. They're
Excuse
just
me.
everywhere.
Excuse me, I'm an intern for a local goofball radio show, and I'm doing man on the street interviews. I'd like to. Could I interview one of you for my radio show?
I have
Oh,
no
can-
time.
Oh,
I've got time. And a lot to say.
So you're I'm sorry, homeless? Yes.
What? Why does everyone keep I am a day and night picnicker that is a student of life and the world
Well, I just
and an urban survivalist.
I just noticed your ass was covered in shit.
Yeah,
so
well-
I took a hunch.
Some of us have to wipe our ass with garbage they find, okay? And some of us want to wipe their ass with garbage. I am the latter.
And scene. That's how. Is that it, Kevin? We sum it up there. Holy shit. So what time is it? We have to keep our eye on the clock. I'm going to be talking to a long lost relative today. How far? I'm on my own clock. It's 11. Okay. No, we're doing it at 11:30, right?
Ooh.
We are? In 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do one thing before that. How about this? I read this article. It's called LA Times. That my kids are pretend YouTube stars.
Oh,
so
I hate this person and their kids already.
But I don't know why you hate the person, because he's pointing out that that's what is happening now. He says the two have developed a habit of living out their lives as if there's an imaginary camera trained on them, just like their favorite YouTubers. Dad is making a right turn right now, my 5-year-old Jack will say, as he newscasts the ride to school to a fictional audience.
Oh, this is.
Don't forget to subscribe, his sister Ella, 6, will often interject.
Sounds like a nightmare.
This sounds like a fucking sketch video.
Yeah.
That's real? That's the father's fault. Nip that shit in the bud.
I agree. I think he's saying that's what's happening now, dude. That's what your kids are going to be doing.
Right, well,
They're just commenting on everything.
stop
yeah.
writing your LA Times article and turn around and make your kids play outside or interact with other people.
Show them what the newspaper
It is.
is.
It's kind of. I mean, I don't have kids, but I can imagine you could keep YouTube away from a 5-year-old for a little bit.
Parents love it when you hear someone say, I don't have kids, but
Yeah.
here's how you should
I
do
like
it.
that this guy is like, yeah, that he's like, for them, a human experience doesn't become real until it's in the media. I'm writing an article in the LA Times about my experience.
Yeah, it's just the age gap.
He's trolling his children.
Wow, you guys have unanimously made it the writer's fault that this is happening because he's not controlling his kids.
When he was riding around with his kid, he'd be like, in print, Dad's taking a right. I don't know.
Are you saying he had a typewriter when he was a kid?
Corona in the front.
He knowingly clicked the left blinker because that's the route they always took to school.
Son, will you stop that? We're taking a Saturday drive so you can...
If you look to your right, you'll notice that this is my old elementary school where all the fat, stupid losers I go to school with go. Oh, forgive me. It's our recurring guest star, Papa. What's up, Papa? Do you have mail for us today?
Do not type all this into whatever this is for.
I told you, you old...
I'm
you old-
sorry.
you
I'm
old-
sorry. It's not typing. It's YouTubing. Whatever you call it these days.
Guys, that's my dad, and that's been another stupid-ass dad break. Brought to you by Kit Kat. Slap into a Kit Kat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kit Kat, Kit Kat, Kit Kat.
Are you advertising on your own little YouTube show?
Oh, yeah. Actually, you don't allow me to have a phone, so I'm just pretending like I have a YouTube show. And, folks, that little segment was brought to you by Casper Mattresses.
Oh, God damn it. You see what you made me do?
Here we are at the scene of a crime where my father was not paying attention while driving and hit what seems to be a school bus.
Oh, here we are in this school bus where shit's really going down. Agnes, the driver, wasn't watching where she was going because she was reading the paper. Perhaps she should have been texting.
We see all these kids swarming to the back window, all doing their own little report on what's happening outside.
This is Benny from the back. Back of the bus, that is. Lot going down today. And I spilled the juice. It wasn't mine.
Well, that accident really messed up my lip liner tutorial, but you'll see as we go on that once you correct the lip liner, you'll have those big pouty lips like Kylie Jenner. Oh no, that man is bleeding from his head.
Seriously, IMHO, I was just about to get lucky with Todd, and it all completely interrupted that, and I was about to show you my French kissing video, but you're just going to have to tune in tomorrow to find out.
Welcome back to Todd's finger long. Almost had my fingers knuckle deep in my favorite sweetheart, Rhonda.
We cut back outside where the dad his forehead is bleeding. Now he's noticing it for the first time as he kind of loses his balance. Oh, God damn it! I think I might have a concussion. You need to.
We need to staple that closed. And the best place to get staples is, of course, at staples.com for all your office supply needs.
You need to call your mother.
What?
Call your mother. I need help.
All
no
right.
one's getting help.
Hello?
Dizzy.
Farts and butts. Welcome back. That was Prank Corner, where I prank my mom at her busy job as an ER doctor.
The father lashes out trying to get his phone back, but loses his balance and hits his head again on the side of the car and goes to the pavement. Now he's bleeding from 2 places on his head.
I totally got that on camera. Dad fail.
Help me.
I'm down here with my dad, who's bleeding from the head in 2 spots. Papa, what do you have to say?
We cut to the front of the bus where for some reason Agnes isn't getting off, and we notice that all these kids doing reports are blocking her way from getting off the bus to help.
Excuse me, please, kids. Excuse me.
We're here at the front of the bus.
Yeah, Agnes, you got a vlog? Maybe we'll check it out then, but if not, no way.
And now this is Paul and John's unboxing video. We have an
No.
Xbox One that we're about to
No,
open.
please. There's a man bleeding. I have to
Halo
get out.
edition. Agnes, you're blocking the shot.
This unboxing report continues, but now we're at the funeral of the first boy's dad who died on that street as he's being lowered into the ground.
This is an Overwatch branded Xbox One. And Paul and I just received this because Xbox One sponsors our little vlog.
Excuse me, boys, we're doing a eulogy for this man. You're going to have to play somewhere else.
Are you gonna unbox him?
Or are you boxing him?
I think we're boxing him, to put it in your terms.
A box video.
Oh, sick.
cool.
Hey, let's go unbox him.
My husband.
Welcome back to Paul and John's unboxing videos. We're opening this big mahogany box that's 6 feet underground.
Hey, look what's inside. Flesh.
Oh, sick, dude. Just what the doctor ordered.
Insane. Even Nicole got a little sick on that one.
No.
All right. Oh my God, it's time to
gut
speak.
Nicole.
That's what I'm known for.
All right, my guy's on the phone, right? Is he calling us? Or we calling him?
I'm dialing him.
Okay, and his name's Lawrence.
Secretary's going to ask or answer, so ask for Larry. That's what he said in the email.
Larry?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a long lost relative of yours?
Here we go.
Maybe not.
This is Horatio's hands.
Yeah,
answering.
exactly.
Come on, too.
Accept unidentified calls. Please try your call again later. Thank you.
Oh, no.
No answer?
It said we didn't take unidentified calls. Why are we not identified?
Are you calling from like a Google number?
Yeah.
So is this a fail? Is we can't get past this? Or does he
You
have
are
to call
trying to
into
reach
me?
does not accept unidentified calls.
Like a half an hour ago, so he hasn't replied.
Good boy. All right, well, I'll just explain it. Maybe we can talk to him later. So I'm related to Joe Besser, one of the Three Stooges, the second to last Curly replacement. He was my grandfather's cousin. And I'll wait to tell Larry if he calls in. But I get this every once in a while, like a relative somewhere on the family tree reaching out to me. I reached out to Matt hoping he could tell me more about my great uncle Joe Besser. Is that what he is to me? Is he a great uncle to me? I've known about Uncle Joe, never met him. No direct relationship, heard stories about him, my grandmother, his sister Henrietta, another sister, my Aunt Gertrude. I think she's closest sibling. I don't mind calling Matt next week and sharing my stories about Joe. Does he have the book Not a Stooge? I do. And he wanted to know if I'm a descendant of Leopold or Leopold.
Huh.
Leopold. Leopold or Leopold?
Yeah, I don't.
Is that someone in the Besser family that he's wondering about?
Yes, I don't know those names. And I guess we can't get him on the phone. But do you guys have anyone like that it's like some relative or something that people all in your family all reach out to each other about? Because this just happens to me over and over again.
Oh, because people want Joe Besser stories.
Yeah, but I don't have any.
Yeah, right.
Like my dad didn't. Like he babysat my dad once,
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
and that's it. I guess.
Isn't it ironic that Curly would have a great nephew with such curly hair, Matt Besser.
Oh my God, Paul! I knew we'd find some deeper level to this.
But it's crazy that someone else in your family did comedy. That's what's the craziest thing, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say about Joe Besser. He's known to jokingly as the worst stooge.
Oh no.
Unless you're a real stooge fanatic, then you know Curly Joe Dorita, who is the guy after him, and then you may have the opinion that he was the worst stooge. But most people lump them together and think they're the same guy.
How
and,
many like replacements? Oh, they got.
we got him? But how are we going to get him on that phone?
Hey, all right.
Oh my
This is
God.
exciting.
This is huge.
This is
You
huge.
gonna be okay, Paul? Paul is freaking out.
This is huge.
This is
My eyes are
end.
filling up with tears.
Oh.
Hello, Larry, can you hear me? I can't hear him. Can you hear? Let me hear him. Hello?
Yes.
There you go. Hey, Larry, this is Matt Besser. Welcome to my show, Improv for Humans. Hello?
Yes, how are you?
It's you reached out to me. I was just telling my listeners you reached out to me the other day and said we're both related to Joe Besser, and I was just explaining to my listeners who Joe Besser was, or was starting to explain. And you asked me in the email if I have that book, Not a Stooge. I do indeed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, my all I knew about Joe Besser is that he was my grandfather's cousin, is what I was told. And my grandfather knew him, and there was this vaudeville show that became a movie that I'm sure you're aware of, but probably none of my listeners, called Hell's a Poppin'. It was a huge touring vaudeville show. And then there was a sequel to it as well. And I think Joe Besser went out on a tour of the sequel, or maybe Hell's a Poppin', but he went on some tour with it, and my Papa Besser, Herbert Besser, went with him on one of those tours. I don't know what he did on that tour, but he accompanied him. I heard about that, and then he babysat my dad once, I think, in St. Louis. But that's all I know as far as family and Joe Besser. The rest I know from just reading the internet. But tell me, what do you know of Joe Besser?
Well, and I'm trying to follow the bloodline here. So, okay, so your father is Herbert?
No, that's my grandfather's Herbert.
Oh, your grandfather's Herbert. Well, so I'm trying to figure out what the bloodline is here. Okay, so Joe Besser, it would be my great uncle, and my grandmother was his sister, Henrietta Siegel.
Mm-hmm.
So their parents, of course, are Morris, and all of a sudden the name skips my mind. I can't remember the grandmother's name. But Morris had, as I understand it, had three brothers. Leopold, and Isaiah. So are you a descendant from one of Morris's brothers?
I don't know. I'm sorry to say I don't follow trees that well. I know I have an Isidore, but I don't know if that's on which side that's on. That could be my grandmother's side. But they were Jews in St. Louis that went back and forth between St. Louis and Little Rock. That they
Yeah,
lived-
I think it was Isidore, not Isaiah. I said Isaiah.
Oh, it is
Le-
Isidore then.
Yeah,
What's
so
Isidore?
those are the three. So your Isidore would be your grandfather
No,
or
my
great grandfather.
there's another big one. I can't remember
My,
right now.
my recollection of him as a child was on the Joey Bishop show.
Right.
'Cause, I would have been about 10 years old around that time period, and I can just remember my mother and dad telling me, that's your great Uncle Joe. But what I know about him is just more from television. I tried reaching out to him when I was visiting one of his sisters, my Aunt Lil, in California many years ago, but I was not successful in making contact. And back then they didn't have caller ID and they didn't have voicemail messages.
But you know what big-time Besser comedian did get back in touch with you?
I'm sorry, say again, please?
I said you do know what big-time Besser comedian did get back in touch with you? Me.
Yes, of course.
When did you find out I was a comedian, Larry? Or have you still not found out?
Well, I did. It was actually a coincidence. A couple of
You're
weeks
watching
ago,
Modern Family, and you're like, that guy.
I mentioned it to Kevin in the email that I just happened to be looking up on the internet, Joe Besser, and your name came up with the program that you started with Amy Poehler and I can't think of the other gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And coincidentally, within 24 hours, my wife happened to be watching Channel 9 and saw your show. You were being interviewed, and now I can't think of the guy's name.
Charlie Rose.
Right, Charlie Rose. You were being interviewed by Charlie Rose, and it was just like, wait, this is just too much of a coincidence that your name would pop up 2 days in a row.
There you go.
So that's why I reached out to you.
All right, Larry. Well, it's good to talk to you. And
Nice talking to you, Matt.
And I'll see you. I'll see you on the Rainbow Bridge. I'll see you
There
later.
you go. All right,
Bye.
take care. Bye.
Was that dark to say, and I'd see him on the Rainbow Bridge? So we definitely not having dinner together.
You owe him at least a call back off the air, just to.
No way. That was way more.
This part, yeah.
That was way more than I normally give. Because that kind of proves what is there to talk about. This happens to me all the time, and and they want information. It's like there's nothing to talk about.
But that's what families are so concerned with, just like, and then the aunt.
Oh, it's always
Oh, that whole
It's
bloodline
always
thing was
that.
cracking me up,
Yeah,
man.
well, he was your cousin Hulda, and then her brother Alan was. They were. And I can't remember the grandma's name.
Mom, we don't need to know the bloodline. We're just trying to hear the story about when great-great-granddad killed a man.
Oh, well, I mean, now, of course, first you have to think about what happened because of that. You see, it was your great-great-uncle, I think it was Sherman, who bought him the bicycle that led to the murder. But, of course, you also have to think about his neighbor, who was a Watson, I believe, a Tim
That's
Tim
not important.
Watson.
His name isn't
but
important
it
to the
is
story.
because that there was a rivalry between the two families, and it wouldn't have happened if your
15 minutes later. Let's just say it's
second
Watson. Let's
cousin
just say it's
twice
Watson.
removed was the one.
It's
who-
Watson.
Dad, you told us Grandma was going to tell us some stories of blood and gore and murder.
I told you it was a great story. I didn't say that way.
We could be outside hitting each other super hard with sticks.
Well, all that it really
It's
was.
a log.
All that it really was is he sort of ran. He backed his bike up over.
Okay, here we go. This is it.
Over his was it his toe or was it his heel? Oh gosh, I can't remember. It was a digit of some
Well,
sort.
then that's going to be a toe or a finger.
And well, I suppose you're right, Smarty Pants. Who knows the story here? Is it me
30
or
minutes
you?
later. Let's say it's the pointer finger.
Now, which one is that?
That's the one you're pointing at me right now.
Oh, okay. All right. We used to call it the accusatory pointer. So
you
Get him
added
out,
a
get him
word?
off my lawn.
Accusatory pointer finger? You added a...
Yeah, we loved language back in
Adverb.
the day.
Dad,
you
I have to
know?
go to the bathroom.
And so, anyways, he rolled over his pointer finger, and it started a huge race war.
and see. So what else do we take from this conversation?
Well,
What
I
was
mean,
his
that moment
information?
was pretty great. When I think just the. But what other Besser did you manage?
That's also the thing. Not that I'm looking for any of my relatives to be a fan of mine, because they're not. I literally can't think of one relative of mine since my parents have died that enjoy my comedy.
Really?
Yeah, I can. It's hilarious.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my mom's alive, and I could say the same thing. I don't think anyone. I have two brothers who are the age of this stuff and don't even know how to.
But not one has said anything about the fact I'm a comedian when they write me. It's so funny.
Because that's the coolest part of the story is that in your
Exactly.
ancestry, there's two people
Right.
years apart that never knew each other that
Right.
both work in comedy/television.
It is that weird thing of like, yes, we say we don't care, but then it is, it's just the level of not being impressed at all. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how far it gets. That it's just like that's not something that they, I guess, feel the need to pass on or to let you know about, or just the compliments in the backwards way. You know?
Like my mom's friend's kid graduates like dentistry school, and I
Right.
hear about it for like 20 minutes, and I was like, I have a fucking TV show, and I like storm out.
Right.
Let's
Right.
cut to that living room.
Now, Matthew, I don't know if you've heard, but Lorraine's son, Michael, he just passed his Series 7, and now he's a stockbroker. And before that, he was going to med school.
I don't even know what a Series 7 is, so.
Neither
Can you
do
tell me
I.
this over the phone?
Neither did I until Lorraine told me. Now, you won't believe what Michael's up to. He's making money. He has a nice girlfriend.
Hey, can I tell you something about that last guy who I barely ever knew? I think we played soccer when I was 11. Stockbrokers aren't a cool thing anymore.
He's making good money. They just bought a house in Lake Ronkonkoma, a 5-bedroom, 2-bath with a yard and an in-ground pool.
Okay.
Matthew, he's very impressive.
I had a 2-episode arc on Modern Family. Did you
Which
guys
one-
ever get around to
Which
watching
one
that?
is that? Which one is that?
That's the one with all the different modern families, all the families.
Oh, the
one
black family, the Chinese family.
No, I think that's Blackish you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay, yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think it is. That's the one. Modern.
Wait, you watched Blackish and you still haven't watched,
I watched
the
Blackish.
episodes
I
of
watched,
Modern Family I was
watched
on?
Fresh Off the Boat. I love Fresh Off the Boat. I watched The Real O'Neills.
I feel like you're pushing all these. You see every sitcom but the ones
I
I'm
love
on.
ABC's lineup.
I don't know why.
And I love
One, I don't know
and
why.
I love late '90s Comedy Central sketch comedy, early 2000s. That's some of my favorite stuff. Kids in the Hall reruns.
Okay, I don't know.
Do you listen to The Wolf's Den?
Hey,
You listen to the Wolf's Den with
Hey, son.
Adam Sachs?
Hey, Matthew.
Hey,
How's it going?
good.
Just came home on my lunch break. I had some exciting news I had to share.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, honey. Hey, Michael got a watch.
What?
I just heard. I bumped into his parents at the grocery store. Apparently, Michael.
Lorraine and Barry were at the grocery store? Now that's funny.
I was getting a sandwich for lunch. I run into him. They tell me Michael got a watch.
What? Now he can tell the time wherever he is, whenever he wants.
Well, he'll need it when he's on the stock floor.
Did I
What a
tell
kid.
you that my new Leaf Nissan electric car has a clock in it?
Huh?
What? Leaf.
Yes, I was keep trying to tell you. I have an electric car, not a hybrid, fully electric, and it also has a.
Oh, I
clock in
can't
it.
trust those because if it's a lightning storm, you can die in an instant in one of
No,
those things.
that's terrible.
If anything,
Rumor.
having a clock in there is a liability.
Yeah, you don't want to drain the power of an electric vehicle.
The clock is not going to drain the power. I don't want to get in this discussion again.
But if you had a watch, you could save the power and you could just look at your watch.
Maybe talk to Matthew.
I don't want to talk to
Michael.
This is Matthew.
I'm sorry.
That's my name.
I think it was one of those Freudian slips where I wish my son was Michael.
We
Now,
cut to a lunch with Michael. My parents, they just wanted me to have lunch with you and ask you about your watch, and
Well, of course they would. Of course they want you to talk to you. I'm big time, baby. You're going to learn a lot. Want to know about this watch?
No, I was just trying to make them happy. I'm only here once.
You want
a
to know
year.
where I got this watch?
I don't even know what's so special about it.
Well, it helps me with my stocks.
Does
You
it?
know I just passed my Series 7.
I guess that's like the bar. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So if you guys are ready, we also have a couple of specials. Oh, what a nice watch.
Ah, thanks. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's a real Mickey.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt your guys' lunch over here. I just couldn't help but notice I'm a huge comedy nerd. I went to Emerson. All my friends are all big podcast fans. And is that Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse is literally my
Mickey
favorite
Mouse.
comedian. That is so awesome.
Right, it's amazing.
That is so. I'm a huge comedy nerd. I know everything about comedy.
Oh, totally.
That's why I love
You
Mickey
consider Mickey Mouse cartoons comedy?
One of the originals, okay?
Hey, we tell a lot of jokes in the stock market world. That's kind of like our bread and butter. That's
I
what
would
gets
kill
us
it.
I did
today.
Mickey Mouse on my podcast recently. I can do the voice pretty good.
That was so awkward.
Well,
Matt, stay in your lane
I did
here.
pretty good.
okay?
Also do pretty good goofy.
I should.
All right, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about
No,
that.
it's just I'm off. I'm on my break.
I just quit being a
Back with his
here.
parents. I did the lunch.
How did it go? Isn't Michael
It was
the coolest?
humiliating. No,
He's hilarious.
you know what? I wanted to know about his watch. He didn't tell me anything about it except for it had Mickey Mouse on it, I guess.
I love
That's
that guy.
hysterical. He's really funny.
He's funny.
Mickey Mouse or Michael?
You should do one of your little skits about him. Do one of your little skits. The one with like you know the one where you do with the big pecker and you run around.
It's called A Little Adani.
Oh, okay.
Have you never watched it?
You ruined my favorite episode of the Today Show. I was enjoying.
That's how you look at that, is ruining.
I love the Today Show.
Today
I watch
Show.
it every day, and every time I think about that dark mark in their history.
We were sitting there together watching it, and I remember you turned to me and said, "This is my favorite episode."
This is just going so well. And it's hard to pick a favorite because they're all very good.
It's always just that day.
What?
I've seen you rewatch a day of the Today Show instead of watching My Fucking Modern Family.
Did you just curse
Sorry,
in this
I cursed.
household?
Did you
That's how
just
mad I
curse
am.
under my roof?
Under your father's roof?
You guys have never watched one episode of anything I've ever been
Of
in.
what? Modern fuckfest?
Look, honey, we have to go. Our show at the pit that we're going to see is coming up right now.
Scene. Wow. We got to get the footnote robot in there to explain some of those references.
That's how you know I'm a real Besser fan.
Little
I know
Donnie
that.
interrupting the Today Show reference. Holy shit. Have you seen that footage, Dalton?
No.
Dude, you're not a real fan of mine then. That's like Matt Besser ABC is Little Donnie interrupting the Today Show. And you're currently not even looking it up as we speak.
Oh, jeez.
Kevin, did you explain how to do this at all? Like, as I'm talking, like, you're like an improviser. Improvisers are looking for unusual words. You're doing the same thing. As soon as you hear it, it's in that Google search. Black Cauldron,
Little Donnie
Joe Besser, Little
Butts.
Donnie, Butts,
Race war.
Race War. 'Cause I need information. We've been lacking it lately, right, Brett? I've been
Calling out for Google searches and no one's there.
and like he'll Google search, and while he's Google searching, the sound goes haywire.
You're saying Brett has other things to do?
Yes, exactly.
I agree.
Sound goes haywire as soon as he starts Googling the information I need. Kevin had the brain of 2 interns to be replaced. He was a genius. But I know why you guys are doing this. This is, you know how William Morris Mailroom used to be the place everybody in Hollywood started?
Intern pool.
Intern, improv4humans. Eric the intern, where's he now? He's like a millionaire. 6
Oh,
digits.
Eric McCormick, you mean?
Nice. Fans. See, my interns have fans. They do.
I'm a big fan of the Milk Boy.
The Milk Boy, Thomas. Where's he working now? Tig Show? Where are you working now? Earwolf? It's the golden fucking path to Hollywood. Dalton probably listened to 4 episodes. He was like,
I feel bad
I'm a
for
huge
Dalton.
fan
If
now.
you want to get a job, if you want to
So
get a job,
hot. I'm so sweating. I'm sweating right now.
if you want to get a job on a streaming service show, this is your move right here.
Streaming services is the future, motherfuckers.
No shit.
Yeah, let's get on this right now. This is the beginning of an era right now. Don't you think?
Yeah. What, on YouTube?
Let's crap on YouTube.
Okay.
Speaking of the modern era.
All right, this is from Shampoodler, and it's Bobby Brown saying he had sex with a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even believe I'm going to ask you this, but I have to.
What?
You had sex with a ghost?
A ghost, yeah.
Come on, man. Tell me about it.
I moved into this house. I bought this mansion in Georgia. So this was a really, really spooky place. But yes, one time I woke up and, yeah, a ghost. I was being mounted by a ghost. I wasn't high.
That was my next question.
I wasn't high.
That was my next question.
Wasn't high at all.
Were you tripping?
No, I was
No.
not tripping.
You've had quite a life.
I've had some crazy situations.
The next thing she says is you had quite a life.
There's at least
There's
5
follow-up
great
questions.
questions. Let's do them right now.
Yeah.
Who wants to be Chris
I don't
Brown?
I want to be. It's Dawn, right? Yeah.
Was it Whitney's ghost? I think should have been the first question.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
Was he
why? Was
cheating
this
on her in the
the reason?
paranormal world?
Was it Whitney's ghost? That's the obvious
Do you
first
think
What
that
question.
about how was it?
How was it?
I don't want to be so old school, but isn't anyone curious what the gender of the ghost is? Because he was mounted. Like, you could be mounted in several ways. I feel like.
Oh, yes. I thought it was, yeah.
You thought it was a woman
When a
ghost?
girl's on top, she mounts you, does she
Yeah,
not?
I guess. But when a guy's on top, he mounts you, too.
I think that's just your weird head. I pictured him waking up and then someone being on top of him.
I mean, do ghosts even have gender? Or in the afterlife, are we all...
What?
float?
Boy.
Ooh.
Why would you become asexual when you die?
I don't know.
You might as well turn into an animal then.
So you know the very specific rules of this possibly fake thing?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I can be as logical as possible about the possibly fake thing.
And I guess you maintain an urge to have sex as a ghost?
Well, okay, these will all... Who's going to answer, though? The person to the right always has to be Chris Brown, okay?
Bobby Brown.
Well, or Bobby Brown. Yeah,
The person to
don't
the
pick
left is Chris Brown. This is where it gets complicated.
What question
new
did Chris
drinking
Brown
game.
ask?
It's called Chris Brown, Bobby Brown. You have to drink your yes, an illogical question.
Hey, St. Peter.
Yes?
Hey, you think I could get like a weekend pass just to leave heaven for a couple days? Get
Look,
down
you're
to-
lucky to be here. What do you want to do?
I'm
keeping my eye on
super
you.
Horny. I'm so horny, man. I didn't expect as a ghost that I'd get hornier, but I got hornier, and now I
I get
gotta
this
get
a
that.
lot. I get this a lot. Now, you realize orgasm and getting off with your penis.
Yeah.
But friction was a big part of that, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're a ghost now. There's no friction anymore.
But
How's a human penis supposed to get friction on a ghost butthole or whatever you're
some
into?
fellas were telling me down at the corner of Cloud and Sunbeam
Cloud Avenue or
that
Cloud Drive?
you can get off down on Earth. That friction is possible.
Well, it is if you do a certain position. There is a secret.
What is it?
Secret ghost position where you can't get just enough friction.
Do I have to?
I know why you are here.
Yeah, I gotta know the secret.
You want to know the secret position.
Yeah, so I can get friction.
Why don't we take off this outfit here? Let's take off your robe.
My heavenly robe?
Take off your heavenly robe.
I haven't taken it off since I got here.
Now, mount me.
What?
I'll show you. Mount me. Mount me.
All right. This isn't some sort of trick, is it?
No, we're not allowed to do tricks here.
All right, Mr. Brando.
Now just get on top.
Okay, am I doing this right?
Oh yeah, you're doing it real good.
Feels good.
Oh, now with this position, we can generate some friction.
But wait, you're not human. You're a ghost.
We cut back to St. Peter's Gate. All right, Brando does that. He rapes some of the newcomers.
I knew it.
You've been raped by
I
Chris
asked him.
Brando.
But here's the thing. Beforehand, I asked him if it was a trick, and he said no.
Well,
So he
We
lied
only-
to me up in heaven?
he should be in hell, frankly. And he's a great actor, so we let him in here.
Dear God, please take care of my family. Please take care of my dog. And please make it be so that I'm not the only freshman in high school who's a virgin. And however you need to go about doing that, I'm totally cool with. As long
We
as
see up
he's
in the
gentle.
clouds that dirty goose looking down, taking this in.
Good night, Mr. Bear. Good night, Mr. Snake. Good night, math homework.
St. Peter, she's 14.
I know, you
And I
should
think
not
so-
go down there.
I don't want to.
Don't go down there.
Okay, but this is the option you're giving me?
I didn't give you this. You were looking down there. I have to
And I
stand
think
next to
she's
the
sort
gate.
of like developmentally challenged. She's still like talking to her stuffed animals. This just feels wrong.
Dear God,
Oh, here comes another one.
All right, let's see.
dear God, please take care of my family, my pet turtle, and please don't let me be the only freshman in college that's a virgin just because I'm so fat and disgusting and have acne all over my body and face and genitals.
Okay, this seems like a good one.
Okay, so he's of age. That's good. Thank you, St. Peter.
You're welcome.
He's of age.
I'm not offering these up. This is just the best area of heaven to hear prayers in.
Wait a minute. I'm looking closely at it. He's one of those kids who's so smart he goes to college early. He's 14 too.
Oh, no.
You keep giving me 14-year-olds.
Stop saying I'm giving you.
Well, you open up the clouds, you let me look down. I'm seeing kids praying to get laid.
Dear God, please take care of my kids now that they are dealing with a single mother. And please send me a sign that my vagina still works.
Okay,
Amen.
see, this is a woman well beyond 14.
Well,
Trisha, what are you doing dressed up in my clothes? You have elementary school tomorrow.
I just wanted to play.
And what was this shit single mother stuff? Your father's still alive. He's suffering, but he's gonna make it.
We see Dirty Ghost quickly buckling up his ghost robe and moving back towards heaven.
Did you feel that? I felt a weird sensation.
She orgasms.
St. Peter, you tricked me, man. You have to have like some sort of book that has the
I'm
ages
not
of the
tricking
living.
you. You being dumb about things is not me
I
tricking
believed
you.
what I saw. She said she was a single mom.
I believed it too.
That white wig, I realized was a little fake.
From this angle, it's hard to tell.
All right, look, I think I just got to accept the fact that.
What
if I'm
about
gonna
your
get-
What about your wife that you left? Have
Hey,
you thought
man.
about going back to her? Don't hey man me.
Darling, if you're up there and you can hear me,
Ugh.
Oh, there she is.
I love you so much still.
Oh, she
I
seems
miss
so
you.
sad.
My body aches for you. I'm
yeah,
sorry
more
I
of the
was
aches.
never able to make you happy when you were alive.
This old prune.
She was prude.
Prune.
Oh, prude.
I miss you calling me your old prune. If you could just come back one more time, just show me a sign, sweetheart, that you're listening.
See, you know what I thought? I thought when I was gonna go up to heaven, I was gonna get my pick of the dames. But now I'm
You
just.
fucked Brando. What do you want?
Wendy, are you done praying?
Who's this
Yes,
Slobo?
I'm done.
Why don't you come down here and buff Don Mattingly's mini bat?
Wow.
Don
No,
Mattingly's
Just been so hard
giving
to
a
have
proper
sex.
batting to my wife.
And see.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
That's what I believe in my
Tune in
religion.
next week on the Joey Bishop Show.
I immediately go to little girl voice when I'm praying, and then I try to make her as old as believably possible, and I didn't go far enough. I immediately went, dear God, oh, no.
Right when you said freshman year of high school. I'm like,
All right. I'm going to complete the trilogy. I've gone to my grandmother's memory book in the last couple of podcasts. This is 1934, I believe. And this is her on Hell Week. Isn't that a funny picture?
Yeah, this is like a sorority that she was in, or
I guess.
And
I
what
think,
are
or
they
it might have been
doing?
for the basketball team.
what are they holding?
I don't know. They look muddy.
Yeah, they
It
look
looks
muddy.
Like
One of
their
them
their
looks-
their whole Hell Week is getting covered in mud or something. But it looks so innocent.
Yeah.
And I read from some of her entries last time, but this is from a playbill.
Wow.
For a class play. This is May 2nd, 1931, 8:00 p.m. Community Hall, Marshall, Arkansas. The play is Follow Me. A 3-act comedy drama, it says. A comedy drama. They were doing
Nice.
dramedies. My grandmother was doing Ally McBeal
There's
way
Whole
before
episode of
Spotlight.
Parenthood right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Presented by the Ozark Comedians. This is where they're from. This is where Marshall is, up in the Ozarks. This is what I love. This 3-act comedy is one of the most popular comedy dramas being given to the public today. It is full of interest from the time the first curtain raises until the lowering of the last. They're saying from the curtain first coming up, your interest is just all the way to that coming down, past the knees. There are periods in which you will laugh or, quote unquote, blow up. And others which you will almost cry.
Almost.
Wow.
You'll definitely laugh. Crying? Probably not, but you'll get close.
Except for it's in this voice.
All right.
We're in the Ozarks.
100%.
A high class play in every way, it says. This is another great. This is in its own brackets. Not 1 minute of waiting before or between acts.
You must have received such a specific complaint. And
This is like these sketch shows where between the two sketches there's this blackout and you hear like a whole fucking song. You're like, what the fuck are they doing up there, man?
and then it lights up on 2 chairs.
Right. You're like, what the hell is going on?
People accused of the modern times having short attention spans, but even back in the olden days, they were like,
it's fucking blackouts. The famous accordionist, and this is my grandmother,
oh,
Maxine Center, 14 years of age. She's famous at 14 years of age.
For playing the accordion.
And also making flyers, apparently. Will be among the group of musicians who have made a reputation for holding audiences, quote unquote, spellbound with their numbers. Come, it says, exclamation point. Admission, 15 cents and 25 cents.
what's 15 and
5
25?
and 25.
Yeah, those are different probably areas of the audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Get down front for 25.
So it's
I'd
a
give anything to see
comedy.
that.
It's a 3-act, no breaks. So a long 1-act comedy drama with live music by children.
That you'll almost cry
Well,
at.
I think it's probably all by children, would be my guess.
Oh wait, it's for a children's.
It
it's
does
like
say
it's
the
high-
community hall, though. Did you look this up? Is there such a thing as Follow Me, a play? A 3-act comedy drama?
We haven't found anything yet.
No, this probably didn't exist. Or maybe my grandmother wrote it. All right, let's do something on that.
Well, we got 2 different seatings. You can sit in the 25-cent section, or you can sit in the 15-cent section.
Well, I just want to be entertained.
Well, then, might I suggest the 25-cent section? The 15-cent section, they escort the audience out for 20 minutes.
Well, I was told there were no breaks.
Well,
I was told there would be absolutely no breaks.
just between you and me, ma'am, there's a major difference between the 25-cent and the 15-cent price grade, and
we cut to the middle of the play when it's getting really good, and we cut to the upper deck, and an usher enters the flesh. All right, folks, I got to escort you outside for 20 minutes.
What?
Please keep it down while I escort you outside. Come on this way, everybody on the upper deck, all 15 centers.
But I was almost crying.
Shut your
The 14-year-old girl's about to play the accordion.
Shut your mouth. I got to escort you outside. And we cut to the courtyard where that 15-cent part of the audience is now waiting. All right, folks, now we're outside and speak in normal voices. You'll just be out here for 15 to 20 minutes, then we'll bring you back in for the third act of the play.
And we have a little kid running around here who's going to try to bite you. This was part of the agreement of the 15-cent section. For about 20 minutes, the little kid's going to try to bite you out of here.
I do not remember agreeing to this.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to save 10 cents, okay?
Hey, buddy, I thought this was just because we were seated further away to 15 cents. Well, why can't we see the second act?
Well, there's torture involved in this. Somebody who paid 35 cents is up on the roof there looking down at you guys getting tormented. So this is for the 35-cent section.
Who is this guy? Is it just one seat?
Oh, I'm in it for the dough.
I figured. You're rude. That's the last time I got
I'm not
to
in
the
it for
theater.
the art. I'm not in it for your theater. I'm in it for the straight-up cash.
All right, most of these ushers are. That usher walks away. Who's this fucking asshole up on the roof?
Who's this fucking asshole? That's right. Baron von Ozark.
You're the one who paid to have us miss the second act of the best play that's been in Marshall in years?
That's correct. For I have a different taste. I don't care for comedy or drama. I care only for reality.
You mean what's happening in this courtyard?
Yes.
You're saying you're entertained just by normal people getting into arguments and talking?
Trust me when I say in 100 years, everyone will be watching normal people do bullshit garbage all the time.
Well, I don't believe that for a second. They're going to want to come to see art. And look, I didn't come here to sit here in a courtyard. I didn't come here to make friends.
I feel like I've been manipulated into this confrontation.
Bite.
Ow!
Oh.
That's right. We've reached the part where the feral child nibbles at your heels.
You bit one of my digits.
How are you currently feeling? And how do you feel about this woman? Because she doesn't seem to like you very much.
We see every one of the 15 sinners lining up to do their own little backbiting monologue. All right, folks, time for the third act. Let's get back in your seats.
Thank you.
Come back in.
All right.
Thank you all.
Right here? Right this way?
All right, now, Usher, come out here. I want to do a little after show for what I saw there, if I can talk to you for a second.
Yeah.
Let's recap what just happened tonight, huh? What do you think about that? That was wild when that little feral child bit those people's ankles.
Yeah.
If you don't want
Did you not like that, sir?
No, I loved it.
I got the feral child. I thought you would enjoy it.
I loved it. It was real. But now I want to talk about what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
This is a whole nother kind of entertainment for me.
Oh.
And in the next year at the theater, as the citizens of Marshall watch, it is just the crew of the theater talking about what's happening and actors they're in fights with and that kind of stuff. Is the show started?
I'm not quite sure. I think so, but...
Is this the show?
I think this is the show.
Well, the rope backstage, when I got to pull it, it's a son of a bitch on the hands.
Excuse me, is this the show?
Yeah.
Just you talking about the rope?
Me talking about the rope.
This interaction is also the show.
Oh, it is?
Where are the
I'm
actors?
in the show?
You're part of the show.
Now, don't encourage her. My wife thinks she can act.
Oh, I've always wanted
Acting's
to-
for men.
That is such a narrow-minded way to think.
Oh, please.
I could have been a star a million times over if you just let me. Can I come up on stage?
Oh, you're going to make a fool out of yourself.
I'll get on up here.
Come on up. These four...
Hey, acting's for men. Get off the stage. Acting's for men. What are you trying to do?
Well, why don't we let these four people decide if she can act or not? One of them's from Mother Britain.
Hello.
And one's an African-American gentleman. He's the only one we allowed in the theater. Ain't that right, dog?
And we cut to the middle. We get to the middle of the wife singing Spoonful of Sugar.
Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Medicine go down. Medicine go down. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Thank you.
Absolute trash.
And scene. Humans, it has been a wonderful improv for humans. We met Alan, the intern, Dalton, the intern. We got to send them off on an assignment somewhere. Did we ever come up with that? Where can they go? And what can they do, guys? Let's come up with something. Let's think. Summer, could they go to a beach somewhere?
They can go to that new smorgasburg thing that
I
came
don't know
out
what
here.
you're talking about. What
So
is that?
it was in Williamsburg for a while. It's like a pop-up food festival every week, and there's going to be it's coming to LA, and there's just going to be a bunch of hipster families and stuff eating all kinds of awesome food.
Mhm.
Might be
What questions should we ask them?
You said hipsters eating food?
what?
You said hipsters eating food?
Well, yeah, it's like a bunch of different like gourmet and artisanal food, not trucks, but like pop-ups and stuff like that. Yeah, you could
It
ask.
doesn't have to be anything about that. It should just be about
Ask
something
them
in
if they
general.
remember the Black Cauldron. I want to know.
Okay.
That's good.
The Black Cauldron. Okay, how about this on that idea? Ask that first, and and then you say, what's a plot of a movie that confused you as a child? So that'll get us into something.
That's good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I like that. Or what movie did you see too young and fucked you up?
Yeah.
Make those two different questions.
Sounds good.
And make sure they don't have food in their mouths when they're answering questions. They're going to be at a food festival.
Yeah, so say
Meatballs are going to be falling
scream,
through.
swallow, and then ask those two questions.
Kevin, do you want to say any final words as you pass the torch to these other two interns? Do these guys have nicknames yet? We need to know them a little bit, right?
If you don't call Dalton Roadhouse for the entire or the Sways.
Right. We'll find out.
Bring your laptop to every recording.
Yeah, because you gotta be looking
That was the
shit up.
nickname. It was like weird nickname.
He'll never forget.
Make sure the crap on YouTube's aren't fake.
Yeah, yeah. No fake crap on YouTubes. They sneak in sometimes.
Yeah.
What else? Offer my guest water. Did they get offered water today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Paul sounded dry all day.
That was just my humor.
No.
Paul Ross, classically the driest comedian I
Next time, we are going to Periscope and Facebook Live. Holy shit. Can they find this? Or does this disappear as soon as it's over?
No, it's up. It's on our Facebook page.
It just exists there?
I believe so.
Then why do people bitch about it being too early? Why does it matter to them?
Maybe it only stays up for 24 hours.
Wait, I never did the ads. You guys are supposed to tell me to do that.
No, you're good.
I'm good?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, I'm good, Paul.
All right.
Nice.
Wow.
Does that mean I have no ads? That's what I'm
Yeah.
good.
No, you're good.
You
You're
did-
broke,
man.
You did an ad for Kit Kat.
Yeah, snap into a Kit Kat.
I mixed up like four
And a
slogans.
mattress store. I can't remember which one.
Casper Mattress.
Casper
Please,
Mattress.
Nicole.
Sorry.
That's a big sponsor of I-48. All right.
Casper Mattress.
Love
Look at
on
those
Netflix.
Yeah.
Possibly the only sitcom I've ever actually binged watched.
Me too.
Hey,
I
that's
watched it in
nice.
2
totally
weeks.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah, I watched it in a weekend.
Yeah.
Wow,
Me
that's
too.
super binge.
Yeah, my wife had
I
to.
think I've
Well, I
ever done
love half-hour binging. Like that's the best.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you can.
nice.
I can't do comedy those except for unless I really like them.
Yeah. Well, like that's how I caught up on Veep too. Was like, and that's a
Yeah.
half hour, so that was really fun
That's
to
a
watch.
good
Like
one. That's a
10
good
half
one.
Yeah.
Nicole, what do you want to plug? And what's your Twitter? Sorry, Paul. Before I get to Nicole, what's your Twitter one more time?
It's NP Redford. Oh,
There you go.
sorry, Paul first. Yeah. And just check out the.
Wait a minute, NP Redford.
Yes, my husband's name is Redford.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Nice. Love his
him.
festival.
That is him.
My husband's name is Redford.
Anything you want to plug?
Just
You told us
check
about that
Rockwell
show.
That's right. That's what I'll plug. Check it out. September. Go to the website Rockwell.
Suitcase
State
full
LA.
of lies?
Yes.
Paul is not a jerk. Is that what it is? No, that's
Paul Scheer.
Paul Scheer. What's yours?
Paul is a jerk. No, at Paul Rust.
Oh, just that easy.
PAULRUDD.
Yeah, we get it. Oh.
Hashtag Ant-Man. At Jon Gabrus, JONGABRUS.
Yeah, man.
High and mighty.
My podcast is High and Mighty. You can check that out. And also, if you are so inclined, I might recommend you check out Guy Code versus Girl Code, Tuesday nights at 11:30 p.m. on MTV2, the sweet spot.
What's wrong with that, man?
No, that's exciting. I think anytime I plug one of those MTV2 shows on an Earwolf thing, it's a very different audience. Comedy nerds tune in and then they go, I can't watch this shit. But I don't think I could get like an urban youth to listen to 2 hours of Comedy Bang Bang either.
So you and Betsy made a pilot, or is it actually?
It's a pilot.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll be back plugging that in eventually.
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Okay.
Come in.
What should we say?
Where's Tim?
Where's
Just
Tim?
start over.
God damn it! Get out of here. The Earwolf T-shirt, you love that, right, Paul? You have
Yeah.
You like that? With
I'm
the
wearing it right
sexy
now.
robot.
Yeah.
No, we're on
live stream.
asshole.
Add it digitally.
You're wearing it as underwear?
I have it wrapped around my
Wearing my
genitals.
shirt as underwear.
It's wrapped tight.
I feel like I'm supposed to be announcing something. Oh yeah, we're gonna be live at the UCB Theater LA in Sunset in a couple of weeks. What is that? June? No, I think I'm in July too. Yeah, I'm in July too. August is gonna be the Mowglis. Do you guys know that band?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be suck if he said no?
Are they not just called Mowgli, or am I thinking of Mogwai, which is a different
You're
band?
thinking of that.
July 18th.
July 18th, 7 p.m.
Coming
UCB
up.
Sunset. Get on that now. Keeping human. Thanks, guys.
Hi.
That's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Giggle.